This is a currently unfolding issue involving various European countries. The story concerns a Chinese vessel suspected of intentionally damaging undersea fiber optic cables, likely internet cables. Reports suggest that multiple Danish Navy ships have surrounded this Chinese vessel. Other reports indicate that NATO ships are holding the Chinese vessel, and this is causing significant concern among neighboring countries. Understanding this issue requires some geographical context. Let's begin by examining the movements of the Chinese vessel in question. Currently, the ship being detained by NATO is called Yeho-san, Ihosa, in Japanese. This vessel reportedly departed from a Russian port named Ust-Luga on November 15. In this discussion, I'll mention dates and times based on the local time zones cited in various reports, so please be aware that these might differ from Japan time. According to local media, the ship left the Russian port on November 15 and entered the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea is surrounded by several countries, including Finland, Sweden, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. This region has undersea cables, and reports state that some of these cables have been destroyed. The first cable was severed on November 17 at 8 a.m. UK time. Then, on the following day, November 18, at around 2 a.m. UK time, essentially the middle of the night, a second cable was cut. Initially, it was unclear whether these incidents were accidental or intentional. However, suspicions have grown that the Chinese ship may have deliberately caused the damage. Modern vessels are constantly monitored via GPS-based systems, which track their movements. I recently shared the URL of a website in my channel's community section that provides real-time tracking of this problematic vessel. These tracking systems not only reveal the ship's current location but also allow retrospective analysis of its past movements. Comparing this data with the timing of the cable incidents shows that the Chinese vessel was indeed present in the vicinity when the cables were damaged. The ship in question is a large cargo vessel, and its images are widely circulating online. It appears that the ship may have intentionally dragged its anchor across the seabed where the undersea cables were located, causing the damage. Since such incidents don't normally happen during regular navigation, many reports claim that this was a deliberate act. Now, shifting to the current situation, the Chinese vessel has reached the Kattegat Strait, a waterway connecting the Baltic Sea and the North Sea. Reports suggest that it is being detained there by Danish naval forces, and some sources indicate NATO warships are involved as well. Some articles even claim that the ship has been ordered to return to the Baltic Sea. Meanwhile, neighboring countries are reportedly demanding that the Chinese government cooperate with the investigation. The situation has sparked theories in Europe about a possible connection to the war in Ukraine. One theory is that Russia may have instructed the Chinese vessel to disrupt Europe's communication infrastructure to gain an advantage in the conflict. While Russian authorities have officially denied any involvement, it's worth noting that the ship belongs to a Chinese shipping company based in Ningbo, China. This has fueled speculation that China and Russia may be collaborating behind the scenes. Another possibility is that the ship's actions were carried out independently by its operators without direct orders from either government. Intentional damage to undersea cables isn't unprecedented. Similar incidents have occurred in Taiwan, where China has allegedly targeted undersea cables as a form of harassment. If this latest incident was deliberate, it's likely that at least some of the crew members aboard the ship have knowledge of what happened. Their detention and questioning may uncover more information. It's important to note that such incidents are often difficult to resolve. For example, in 2022, the Nord Stream pipeline, which supplies gas between Germany and Russia, was destroyed. Despite various theories, ranging from a Russian self-sabotage plot to Ukrainian involvement, no definitive conclusions have been reached. This lack of accountability might have emboldened actions like the recent cable damage. For now, the Chinese vessel has been detained, surrounded by naval forces, and its crew may soon face interrogation. If the ship is confirmed to have damaged the cables intentionally, it would be a serious criminal act, potentially amounting to covert warfare. Although this story is receiving significant attention in Europe, I'm not sure how much Japanese media is covering it. Personally, I don't have a TV at home, so I can't fully confirm whether this is being reported widely in Japan. From what I've seen on occasional TVs in cars or waiting rooms during travel, Japanese media seem more focused on topics like the Hyogo Prefecture governor's issues rather than major international events like this. In any case, this is an ongoing matter, and the most crucial updates are yet to come. Details about the motivations, orders, and the individuals responsible may soon emerge as investigations proceed. I'll continue to monitor the situation and share new developments with everyone.